Happy Halloween, everybody. Tommy Star here. Thank you for clicking on this video. And welcome to, finally, my complete man cave tour. Yes, I've been putting this off for a long time, but the time has come. And what better time to do it than Halloween? So I'm really excited to do this and just to share my passion with all my YouTube friends. Way back when I first started this channel, I did a collection video, and back then I lived in my old place in a townhome, and I had all my horror collection crammed into a little tiny dining room, and couldn't put many things on the walls, definitely couldn't hang up my posters, and my dream was always to get a giant basement to just set everything up in. And about a year and a half ago, my dream came true. I absolutely love horror movies. I love horror characters. I've been collecting this stuff for 20 years, and over the years I found some really cool stuff. I buy all my stuff in store, Amazon, eBay, you name it. And like I said, I did a collection video a long time ago when I started this channel, and then ever since that point I throw out horror room updates here and there anytime I get new stuff. When I moved into this house, I also did a quick little run through of my man cave, which at the time I didn't have as much as I do now. I'll just say that. And again, I always throw out horror room updates. I've been meaning to do one for a long time. The last one I did was actually March, so it's been over 7 months. I meant to do one when I got back from Days of the Dead in Indiana, because I got a lot of stuff there, and a lot of people are wondering, what did you pick up there? I never showed anybody. I didn't mean for this video to take this long to post, because I got back from Indiana, I went in July, so August, September, October. It's been like almost 4 months since Indiana, and I still have yet to show you guys what I picked up there. So everything from Indiana, including the stuff I got before and after. There's a ton of new stuff. I can't even remember everything that is new that you haven't seen yet. So as I go through the horror room tour, I'll let you guys know the things that I picked up in Indiana, and then whatever else I might have gotten wherever else. So I'm so pumped. I love horror movies. You guys know that. This is my biggest passion. I love movies. I love lots of things. I'm a big collector of a lot of different things, but horror is number one to me. I absolutely love horror stuff. There's still so much more I want to get. It's a never-ending addiction, that's for sure. But I got to tell you, this basement is by far my dream, you guys. My family's number one in my life, but when it comes to things that I own, this is my dream. I mean, this is my passion. This is what I love more than anything. So since the last time I did a horror room update or anything horror room related, I've gotten a lot of new subscribers since then. I'm very excited to share with all of you as well. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to run through everything from end to end of this horror room and show you guys everything. I'm going to do the best I can in this video to try to explain things. Of course, I don't want to make it super long, but I'm definitely going to do my best to go through it and describe things as best that I can. This man cave has got to be about 90% horror, but it's also a game room, collectible room. So not only do I have 90% horror down here, I got a corner way back there that's got non-horror stuff. I'll run through that as well. I'll show you everything else that's down here. We're just going to do the whole damn thing. So it's not just horror related, it's just everything I got down in my man cave. Like I said, it is Halloween. Got my Chucky shirt on. I'm all ready to do this. And yeah, no more talking. Let's get into it. My complete man cave tour. Let's do it. All right, here we go. I love horror. Yes, I do. So, I'm gonna open up the door. And yeah, I better turn on the flash. All right, so I got the flash on here. The stairs into the man cave. So right off the top here, I got a big old picture thing here of Scream. And then pretty much what I put on these walls are like a lot of my convention stuff. There's just a little poster from Crypticon a couple years ago. Working our way down the steps here. Jess and I had this done at Days of the Dead in Indiana. The artist there just drew this picture of us, thought that was cool. It's my little baggie from Days of the Dead with my badge, our VIP badge that we each got. Yeah, just a little bag of goodies here. It's a poster that we got for Days of the Dead. Indianapolis 2017. There's my Days of the Dead t-shirt that I got. I'll show you that here in a second. Let me come back to the other side here. A couple of Freddy versus Jason posters. And then pictures of me with my band. This was last Halloween. And there's the year before. Dressed as horror characters. And then here, just a Camp Crystal Lake sign. You guys can see that up on the ceiling here. Then there's my Days of the Dead shirt. And then here's my Texas Frightmare shirt. And I just keep working our way down into the Mancave. Got a little hanging Jason prop here. First thing you see when you come down, and then, yeah, quick little overview here. There's the sitting area where we watch our movies. Quick little overview of the whole thing. And let's get started around the corner. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just start right here. Now you guys we've worked our way down the steps, kind of give you a quick little overview of the whole basement here. We're gonna go ahead and start in my non-horror related corner. That's where I keep everything that's not horror. So we'll go ahead and just start with this first shelf here. Right at the top there, I got my stereo, so I can jam out to some tunes while I'm partying it up down here. Back there I got my 50 State quarter map. Of course, my Steve Urkel doll. I had this as a kid, and then I ended up like breaking or selling it or something, so I had to get a new one in box. I loved that show as a kid. And then work our way down here. Of course, this is my Weird Al shelf. I got all my Weird Al stuff. I got a whole bunch of DVDs. I got a Blu-ray there of the UHF movie from Shell Factory. Got a couple books back there that Weird Al wrote. Of course, my first NECA figure. My Weird Al, the book. A little bobblehead there. This is the brand new Weird Al figure, which you guys might have already seen. I did an unboxing of this. I can't remember how I posted the order of that, if I had that first or after this, but either way, there's that. Back there I got my only record LP of Weird Al. That's his first album. Got it in a plastic case. There's all my VHS. Actually got some more down here. I take a stack and I set them down here when I do like unboxings. This is the shelf that the camera sits on. It faces me. So more Weird Al stuff down here. Of course, all his albums. Down there is a big stack of a whole bunch of these like really sweet old school like video board games. They're called Nightmare. They're really, really fun. Work our way down here. Just got some picture collages of my son. These are all my t-shirts from my bands that I've been in. That's my first band. We were called Harry Baby. My second band, Rising. That's just my Rising shirt that I wore. It's got a logo on the back and got my name on the front there. Here's my bands. That's Harry Baby. And there's Rising. Little disco ball up there. Keep working our way over this way. And this is my, now we get into my wrestling little corner here. As you see, I got this whole wrestling shelf. Loved wrestling as a kid, still do to this day. As you see, I got the classic Winged Eagle championship belt from the 80s and 90s in WWF. And of course the Intercontinental belt. Had to pick those up. They're so cool looking. Just some little figures there I had as a kid. Of course, we got the one and only Funko Pop wrestler that I have. My all-time favorite wrestler, Ultimate Warrior. Some trading cards there my son gave me. And then these are all my DVDs. You know, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, WrestleMania, a whole bunch of like just like documentaries on various different wrestlers. My top favorites. This is a old school WrestleMania VHS set. It's 1 through 14. Cool collectible there. And these are all the there's the wrestling buddy I had as a kid, and all those old school rubber figures. Got a bunch of them, and then just a cool little poster I found at Walmart. And then we get into the massive Mattel Wall of all my Mattel figures. I've done updates of these in the past too. Definitely due to do a new one here, but just kind of run through. You can see all the classic. I only collect the classic wrestlers from the 80s and 90s. All-time favorite wrestler. That's what he looked like in WrestleMania 6 when he first won the belt. Bret Hart. There's what The Rock first looked like back when he joined WWF. He was Rocky Maivia. Mr. Dwayne Johnson, Shawn Michaels, Lex Luger, Earthquake, Junkyard Dog, Doink the Clown, Psycho Sid. Let me get down here. We got just a bunch more. Yokozuna, IRS, Tito Santana, 123 Kid, Big Boss Man, Sergeant Slaughter. These are all the Mattel Elites and various different versions. Stone Cold. There's Triple H. When he first joined, he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Bam Bam Bigelow. $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Jerry the King Lawler. Jimmy Anvil Neidhart. You got Tugboat there. Mouth of the South Jimmy Hart. He was a manager. British Bulldog. We got Kamala. Gold Dust when he first joined. Tatanka. Work our way up. We got, skipped over a couple here. The Berserker. Mankind. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. We got the Warlord. Of course, Andre the Giant. And then these here, these are really cool. All these wrestlers you see up here, these are like retro figures that are supposed to look like the old school Hasbro figures. And when I first got into wrestling, I collected these figures. Not these particular ones, but what these are supposed to resemble. They were from Hasbro, little 4-inch figures that looked just like this and came on the same type of packaging. I collected them when I first got into wrestling back in 1991. I love that they brought this series out because they're so fucking cool. We got Stone Cold, we got Kane, Undertaker, Mankind, Triple H, The Rock, of course, Ultimate Warrior. Just love those figures just because they just bring me back to my childhood when I first started watching wrestling. So now that's all my wrestling figures. And we're going to work our way to the right. And these are my two DC Marvel shelves. As you see, I got these really cool looking shelves with glass doors, and they got lights inside of them. And if you can see in the back, I got like some posters from Marvel and DC. At the top, this one here is my Marvel, and this one is my DC. All sorts of stuff here. I've done videos of this in the past. Definitely going to be doing some updated videos of these collections soon. But there's my MCU steelbook collection, and then just other Marvel steelbooks. My Ant-Man figure from Best Buy. Come down here, we got my Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1 and 2 sets back there. Little Ant-Man bobblehead. Marvel Cinematic Universe, we got Doctor Strange and Howard the Duck. Down here, we just got some more stuff. Just an old school VHS Spider-Man. Little glassware set that my son got me. Another copy of Deadpool down there with that alternate slip. The Kingsman collector set that came out recently. Some magazines. You gotta have some magazines if you're gonna be a fan of DC Marvel. And we work our way over to the DC shelf. Of course, we got a little glassware set of DC as well. Joker, Batman, Harley. And then here's my DC steelbooks. Not as many as Marvel, but got the Dark Knight trilogy there. Lego Batman, the DC Universe, just different ones. Killer Croc back there from Suicide Squad. Funko Pop my son got me. Little Aquaman dude he gave me. Joker figure that I got for my son's sister for my birthday, I think last year. Then we get into my Dark Knight stuff here. Got a Christian Bale Dark Knight figure there. I picked up from Toys R Us, pretty badass. Way back in the corner is my Ultimate Collector's edition of the Dark Knight trilogy. A little Dark Knight collector set. Came with like a mask, Blu-ray. Dark Knight Rises, a big collector set, cowl thing back there. The mask I wore in my Batman marathon I did with my sister of Bane. Then we get down here, just some more old school stuff. We got the old school Batmobile. We got a Man of Steel collector set, little Lego Batmobile on top of that. Back behind that, you can't really see, but it's a Ben Affleck Batman figure. Then up on top there, we got an Adam West Batman figure, a Funko Pop of the Adam West Batman, a Michael Keaton Batman figure there. I get all my figures pretty much from Toys R Us. The complete classic 1960s TV show back there, that big red box you can't really see, but it's the whole series Blu-ray collector set. Really cool Batman magazine I picked up talking about all the Batman movies. Yeah, so those are my two DC Marvel shelves. I got these shelves earlier in the year and I love them much better than what I had over here before. And then we go to the right here. Back there we got a big cardboard cutout of Bane. My friend got me. It was like a advertising display thing when the movie came out. You flip it over, Batman's on the other side. But these two shelves here are all my DC Marvel movies. The other ones I keep in my shelf are the specials, mainly steelbooks. But this one here is, of course, Marvel. There's my whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, all in protector sleeves. And then some Marvel TV shows that go with the MCU. More Marvel titles there. All the way down, and then to the right, starting at the top, of course, the DC Extended Universe, all the digibooks from Target, all my DC TV shows. I got lots more TV shows I got to pick up, a lot of the newer ones. More DC movies there, more there, and then some some DVDs down at the bottom there. Kick-ass Heath Ledger Joker poster that my son got me. You guys might start recognizing what I'm getting to now. This is the background you see in my unboxing videos. Cool little Star Wars picture there I picked up. A big fan of Star Wars. Really excited for The Last Jedi coming out soon. So this is the shelf you guys always see. At the top there, of course, Mancave. A bunch of magazines I collected. And then this stuff here at the top shelf is just a bunch of special stuff. Things that my son has given me. All-time favorite movie right there, The Wraith. On DVD, trophy I won as a kid bowling, just different things that I've picked up, special things. And then what is left of my DVD collection. You used to have like 3 shelves of these completely full, and that's what I'm down to. So I have it broken down like that shelf, and the beginning of that shelf are all DVDs that they don't have Blu-ray releases of yet. And then those are just some TV shows, some series, non-movie related stuff. And then down there is just the last row of movies I got to replace on Blu-ray. So working our way to the right here. Got an old school My Buddy doll. I had this as, not this particular one, but I had a My Buddy as a kid. And don't know what happened to it over the years, but my mom found a new one at a garage sale, complete with the hat, shoes, everything. I think it was like $5, and if you look this thing up online, it's pretty spendy. It can be a few hundred. But yeah, so now we're getting over to the sitting area. Little ottoman there, and of course my couch that we all sit on for marathons, watching movies, my Chucky fleece. Right here is my TV, 51-inch plasma, still hanging on. Nothing special there, just some... my sister always paints her nails for our marathons, and I keep them in those cases for all the marathons we've done. There's some zombie books down there, nothing special there. Really kick-ass poster you guys seen not too long ago. This hand-drawn print thing that I picked up. Fucking love that. Keep working our way over. Of course, we got my two 24. No, these are 24 by 36s of Halloween 1 and 2 in frames. And Halloween 2 is signed by Dick Warlock, Nancy Stevens, Anna Alicia, Charles Cyphers. I'm trying to think of everybody. Nancy Loomis, just a bunch of cast members. Don't have Jamie Lee on there. Wish I did, but these, of course, are my photo ops I've gotten at my conventions. This is me with CJ Graham. He's in full costume. CJ Graham, who played Jason in Part 6. Of Of course, there's the man himself, Freddy Krueger. Awesome photo op I got with Robert Englund, and that was at Days of the Dead, and this was at Texas Frightmare last year. Of course, there's me with the cast of Scream, Skeet Ulrich, David Arquette, Rose McGowan, Matthew Lillard. Back there is me with a bunch of cast members of Halloween, pretty much everybody who signed this poster. And this coming up here, this is new. Check this poster out, you guys. This is a big poster. I think this one is, I can't remember. Maybe it's 24 by 36, same as Halloween's, but just this thing I came across online and I had to get it. All the Jasons. Love this poster, you guys. So fucking cool. Just every Jason from every movie. Just looks so cool up there on the wall. Of course, now we are going to get to my masks. As you guys see, I have the masks all the way across from end to end. Before I get to that, actually, I'll just show you these. These are a bunch of just people I've met. Just try to give you guys a quick little rundown. Heather Langenkamp, William Forsythe, Alex Vincent, me dressed as Chucky, Thomasine Nicholas from American Pie, but also Halloween 8, Felissa Rose, Linda Blair, Danielle Harris, Bill Moseley, Sid Haig, Michael Berryman, Dick Warlock, George Wilbur, played Michael Myers in 4 and 6, Candyman himself, Tony Todd. There's Larry Zerner from Friday the 13th Part 3, Tom Matthews from Friday the 13th Part 6. There is Adrian King from Friday the 13th 1 and 2. And right there is Steve Dash, who played Jason in Part 2. CJ Graham from Part 6. Kane Hodder himself from 7, 8, 9, and 10. I gotta step back here because I gotta get around the couch. Of course, Mr. Tom Savini, Ed Neal, the hitchhiker from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, and Grandpa from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I always forget his name. John Dugan. Yeah, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all my masks. Okay, so it's kind of cool. The way I have these is starting here, going all the way to the end, is from newest character to oldest. So in the order that we were introduced to the character, and it actually starts down there. So yeah, I'll start down there just so you guys can get a better idea what I'm talking about. Let me get down there. Okay, so we're gonna start with old school classics. We got Phantom of the Opera. Of course, we got Bela Lugosi as Dracula, Boris Karloff as Frankenstein, Boris Karloff as the Mummy. Don't have an Invisible Man mask. They don't even make one, but my son made this for me to fill in the place of the Invisible Man. Bride of Frankenstein. There's Lon Chaney Jr. as Wolfman. Creature from the Black Lagoon, Gillman himself. And then now we work our way into the 70s. We got Linda Blair here as the Exorcist, which almost forgot I had signed by Linda Blair. Then we get my Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I had these kind of backwards because this one came first. This is the remake with Jessica Biel, and then this is the classic one. Some of these are really, really nice masks, and some aren't. Some are cheaper than others, but this is the classic one. There's better ones I want to get, but here's my Michael Myers mask. There's way better ones of this one too, but for now I got this signed by George P. Wilbur from Part 4 and 6, and then I got Dick Warlock back there. I'm going to try to get all the Michael Myers to sign that. Then we got Remake Jason from 2009. Of course, we got Friday the 13th Jason from Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. And this is signed by Kane Hodder. Love this mask. That was the first Jason I ever seen. Here's Part 4 Jason. Not the greatest looking, but it comes with a removable mask as well. Here's Gunnysack Jason. This is signed by Steve Dash. This was a cool mask. Not very expensive, but just still kind of cool to find. And Then we got Wes Craven's New Nightmare Freddy. And then just regular Freddy. Some of my masks are signed, some aren't. Like I had Robert Englund sign something different. And I don't have them all signed masks. But here's Lord of Darkness from the movie Legend. This is, of course, Tim Curry. Big old horns on this thing. This is a cool looking mask. I really like this one. Of course, there's Pinhead. The horns are so big on Lord of Darkness that it smashes into Pinhead there. But and then we got Chucky here. This is a part 2 Chucky. I don't really like this mask. There's a much better one that I'm going to be getting soon. But there's my Chucky mask. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This is Rudy. Big old hair sticking out. Then we got Blade from Puppet Master with the hat and the hair. Brand new. This is another new item you guys haven't seen yet. Actually, you did. You've seen it in my It collection video I did for Stephen King September. But yeah, so anyways, there's Bill Skarsgård Pennywise. My favorite mask probably in my whole collection, my Tim Curry Pennywise mask. Love that mask. Here's Hannibal Lecter. My Leprechaun mask, another one of my favorites. This was a custom that I got off eBay years and years ago. Somebody made this and I bought the hat for it. I just put that on there, but love this mask. Looks just like Warwick Davis. And just a simple Scream mask, you know. Nothing special about that. Then we get to my Killjoy mask. And I got to go around the couch. Another favorite of mine, my Jeepers Creepers. That was another spendy one. He was about 200. Big old hat. Love this mask. Then we got Captain Spaulding here from House of a Thousand Corpse. We got Seed of Chucky. I still wish I could find a fucking Bride of Chucky. I don't know why they don't really make one. They put this one out a couple years ago. This Glenn from Seed, but I don't know why they never put out a Bride yet. It pisses me off. Jigsaw, or Billy the Puppet from Saw. Then we got another favorite of mine, Victor Crowley from Hatchet. Of course, this is signed by Kane Hodder. I don't think any other ones are signed. I don't think I missed anything else. But I love that mask too. I love the Hatchet series. Supposedly there's a new one that they just made called Victor Crowley. I think it was like in select theaters, but hopefully that comes to Blu-ray soon. But there's Sam from Trick or Treat without the Gunnysack. And then another favorite of mine from The Collector. Love that mask too. So there's all my mask collections. So let's go over here now. And these are all my 27 by 40 posters. Are just my top favorites, and they're all part 1 in each of its own franchise. Love this Saw poster. I had to get the 10th anniversary. As you guys, I think if you remember seeing that steelbook of Saw I picked up, which is the same as this, but there's that. Then of course my Jeepers Creepers poster. These, like I said, are all 27 by 40, the biggest posters I have, and they're all framed. And then we got my Scream poster, which this is signed by Rose McGowan, Skeet Ulrich, David Arquette, and Matthew Lillard. Met all them in Texas. Then my Leprechaun mask, Leprechaun poster here. Silence of the Lambs. Then of course my Chucky poster. Love this one. This one was the most expensive poster I have. This one's hard to find if you try to get an original. But there's a lot of cast members from Child's Play coming to Texas next year, so I'm gonna try to get them all to sign this. Hellraiser poster here. Nightmare on Elm Street. This is signed by, of course, Robert Englund, Heather Langenkamp, and then a couple other cast members as well. Now we got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. These are all set up too in order from end to end, from oldest character to newest. So we're actually like going backwards, and then the only classic monster poster I have, which is my favorite. I love this poster, Creature from the Black Lagoon. And then down at the bottom here are just all my 11 by 17s that I have in protector sleeves. Just a whole bunch. We'll just kind of run through. We got Legend, Psycho, The Gate, Sharknado, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Gremlins, The Collection, Blair Witch Project, Wishmaster, Trick or Treat, Critters, Pet Cemetery, Phantasm, Hatchet, Monster Squad, Stab from Scream. Love that one. Candyman, Final Destination, of course, It, Jaws, Puppet Master, The Exorcist, House of Thousand Corpse, Human Centipede, Evil Dead, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, which was the first Freddy movie ever seen, and then The Collector, the first movie. So yeah, so there's all my posters. Another quick little look at all the posters all the way down. Just looks badass. This big old huge rug that my mom just gave me. All right, there's my pool table. My cool light up there. All right, now we're gonna head back to that corner there and continue on.